What up, mate? Yo, what up, Jam? Yo, 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 yo. I got you pulled up. Hell yeah. Tis what it is. That's how the runs are going to be. I can't invest my entire box in the Gardenia. Tis what it is. Nah. It's just Rourke Part 2, man. It's just Rourke Part 2. No. We not cooking. We in the blender. Shadow would art me. Thank you, sir. Tis what it is. Getting 2 Gardenia with that limited of a box wasn't even like as bad as I thought it was going to be. Bang. Hell yeah. It'll be a whole lot of nothing probably. Well, it's very easy for it to be deceiving. Like, to know what's coming in next after the Ludicolo, you have to have the Ludicolo pulled up. Yeah, like, you know what I mean? Like, it can be deceiving. But it's literally just because Water Ball in Rain on Ludicolo does more than Rotom's Leaf Storm on Ludicolo. Like, that's just how P2 damage works. It's all the Mon in the back putting their moveset on the dead Mon and whatever does the most damage. So Water Ball and Rain, Stab Water Ball and Rain does more than Stab Leaf Storm. HCLA is just one of the calculators for this for this challenge. Yeah, and like Delcatty dying there is like, it is what it is. Absolute massive W, Gemma. My goat. Kreejak would have hard me into go pop. 20-piece chicken nuggy. Bang. Yeah, so I'll show you. So this is the HCLA calc. There's another one that doesn't, like, these parts down here. This isn't a good example. But like the type MU and then P2 damage is kind of how you can tell the what's coming in next. It's like for the swap AI. So if Victory Bell kills Milotic, since Roserade has extra sensory and it's the best typing matchup when it comes to grass poison into grass poison versus grass poison into grass water, this has the best type multiplier and a super effective move, so Roserade comes in. But when it's something like Delcatty, nothing on this team has a super effective move or a super effective typing. So it goes to phase 2 of swap AI, which means when Delcatty kills Ludicolo, it takes all the remaining Mon's move sets and puts them on to Ludicolo. So it takes Leaf Storm, Thunder, Shadow Ball, Confuse Ray off of Rotom, puts it onto Ludicolo, assesses what the damage is, does the same thing for Roserade. So Leaf Storm is the stab move to Ludicolo and like the best move that it can have. But Leaf Storm on Ludicolo does 39 to 48%. And Water Ball in rain, because Gardenia is in rain, does 50 to 59, 51 to 59. So since Water Ball does more damage on Ludicolo, Roserade is what comes in next versus versus Rotom's Leaf Storm being put onto Ludicolo. Yeah, my wall on guard was good. The only fear, yes. Yeah, it's just Weather Ball, but the fight is in the rain. Yeah. The only thing that scares me about Mawile there is the Bulldoze with Magnitude AI. Smitty with the coin and the lightning bolts. Thank you, brother. Like it can basically just high roll a Magnitude with Bulldoze and just Bulldoze out of turn. That's the only thing that scares me about it. No, I get it. I'm the same way. I was super used to the Annis calc because that's what I used on Run and Bun. Yeah, because then you're always baiting Magnitude, right? Yeah. No, it's literally just the. I mean, the Intim is phenomenal, and you get into the other two moves pretty comfortably. It's just the fear of it going Bulldoze out of turn. There are a lot of issues with HCLA. It is not right all the time by any means. Within the first two splits, it's pretty clear cut, crystal clear, all good. But you get it going beyond that into more complicated stuff, and it is nowhere near trustworthy for the most part. I don't know that there's a website to like for more info on it or anything like that. It's a hardcore Nuzlocke, so one Pokemon each route, each different named area. We don't take one in Route 201 because that's where we get our starter. So our starter we got on Route 201. That's our 201 encounter. But every other named location, Sand Gem Town, Route 202, Route 219, we get one Pokemon. You have to catch the very first one that you see. They're all permadeath if they ever die. So basically, I think in the entirety of the game, there's something around 100 encounters that you can get. So more or less, you have 100 Pokemon to try and beat the game. Every single battle has been handcrafted to be extremely challenging, whether it is strategically challenging or just like luck-based kind of challenging, because there's some shit that you just have to like get lucky with. You can't just like, as opposed to like Run and Bun, which is another really hardcore Nuzlocke. That one is very like rocket science. You can break it down and fucking do completely riskless, know exactly what's going to happen every single time, completely riskless lines and stuff like that. With this one, since it is vanilla AI, for the most part, you can't really completely predict and know exactly what's going to happen. So, but every single battle is handcrafted. Basically, every single battle is made to be mandatory. You can't progress through certain areas without doing certain battles, pretty much. You can't like dodge them or anything like that. There's a lot of optional battles that are like you have to like try and dodge and stuff like that that are pretty bad, pretty rough. Um, I don't know. It's just genuinely what Kaizo is supposed to be. Kaizo Ironmon is a very loose, very loose use of the word Kaizo. Um, it's what Kaizo actually means, is using what's within the game and changing it around to make it. But it's like the reason Kaizo Ironmon is a very loose use of the word Kaizo is because Kaizo is a game design philosophy, and there's no game design to Ironmon. Randomizing is not a game design. No, it is not randomized. The only level of randomization is, but it's just like like vanilla Pokemon. There's like 8 or 9 Pokemon you can get in this grass, and whatever your first one you get is what you get, but no randomization at all outside of the vanilla, like IVs, natures, the encounter table. Like here it's Glameow, Igglybuff, Skitty, Baneri, Sandshrew, Niddos, Apom, Krabby, with different percentage chances of popping up. But they're the exact same every time, and so are the enemy teams. Basically, it's all one giant puzzle. The hardest puzzle you've ever seen, and you basically get different pieces to try and solve the puzzle every single time. But like what I'm doing of like hardcore resetting these over and over again right now is because getting a Nidoran and Sand Gem right there, what we just took, allows for a lot of delayed encounters and particular routing with how you take your encounters. Because if you get one Pokemon, you dupe it out, and if you see it in another route, then that's just a dupe, and you go to the next encounter. So if I get a Nidoran here and then I see a Nidoran on another route, it's duped out, and I just go for the next encounter. So you can manipulate what encounters you get by completely duping out certain routes and stuff like that. So taking a Nidoran here, or getting a Nidoran here in this first route, allows me to delay the route right before we turn a forest, which then means I can hold off until after Fantina, when I get the good rod, to come back and get a guaranteed Finneon. And if I get a Finneon, a Goldeen, and a Barboach from various different areas, then that completely dupes out one of the waters, one like 209, where it is only Goldeen, Finneon, Barboach, and then like a 1% for alligator available. So if I get all the other 3, then I have a guaranteed for alligator in that spot, and for alligator is disgusting in this game. So there's a lot of strategy behind when you take routes, what time, like how you take them, whether it's fishing or nighttime, daytime, because different encounters, and trying to dupe out and go for certain encounters in certain areas to get dupes for other areas to increase your chances at getting better Pokemon in certain different areas. Yeah, no, there's multiple issues with HDLA, with the HDLA calc, and the swap AI isn't even completely trustable. After Gardenia, Fantina split is the earliest time that I've ever seen anything wrong with HDLA. But after Fantina split, Maylene split, Wake split, there's a lot of, you have to know what it's gonna fuck up and be able to know that it's fucking it up. But yes, there are multiple issues with HDLA calc. It doesn't always. Yeah, for sure, Smitty. It doesn't always do swap AI correctly. Certain moves it doesn't have them listed correctly. There's a lot of things. I can't think of all of them off the top of my head. They did do some updates to it that are pretty nice. All of the moves still basically have their vanilla. Wait, what? Hold on. It's just not. There's multiple things that are wrong with it. Yes, the world record is 8 batches. There are a couple of people on Galactic Split right now, which is the like Distortion World and all that kind of stuff. You do Galactic HQ, Distortion World, all that kind of stuff after the 8th badge, and then you do E4. There's a couple of people on Galactic Split right now, but Galactic Split is basically as long as the first 3 or 4 splits combined. It's like 30% of the game. So, I mean, those couple of people that are in Galactic Split right now have relatively healthy boxes, but of the back-to-back, yeah, it was like the why not come in on you at a random time. Yeah, that back-to-back, that first back-to-back in Valley Windworks is where your planning and everything actually has to be pretty delicate and like thought out. Arena trap pinch to lead the second battle. Why not with Shadow Tag coming in on the second one randomly? But even the people on Galactic Split right now with like relatively healthy boxes, it's still going to be quite the struggle to. Oh, Mars. Okay, my bad. Yeah. You said Valley Windworks, not Meadows. My bad. Did you KO the hippo like early? Because like the general like good strategy for that Mars fight is just to leave the hippo up, because hippo being grounded and like Gabite coming in and being grounded and stuff like that decentivizes them from using Earthquake because they don't want to hurt their partners. So when the Gligar or the Soul Rock are in and they levitate, they can definitely Earthquake. But yeah, it's a bit annoying because like the hippo is just going to yawn a shit ton. But yeah, when they're both grounded, they'll be decentivized from earthquaking. They can still do it if they see kill, but they generally won't do it unless they see kill. Like if Gabite and Hippo are out together and neither of them see a kill, they're not just going to EQ even if it's the most damage, because they don't want to hurt their partners. There's multiple ways to go about it, but that fight in particular, there's so many deviations of how that fight can go that it can get really, really out of hand or like unpredictable. Especially because like the swap in AI in double battles always just looks at a random slot. So one of your Pokemon can be showing Gabite to come in, but the other one that's in could be showing Perugly to come in, and that alone just makes it like next to impossible to kind of like plan or anything like that. There's a lot of different things that can happen in that battle. Yeah. None of the starters are very good split 2. None of the starters are very good from Rourke to Gardenia. I would probably argue that Grottle does do the most in comparison to Penguin and Turtle. I mean, in Penguin and Monkey. But it's just like a BST thing where they start to, like, all three of the starters kind of struggle in that point in the game. But Grottle is pretty decent into that fight just because of him being able to get in on EQs comfortably. And being like kind of okay into Soul Rock. But all of the starters being in a mid-stage Evo for that split are not very good. Yeah, I mean it's. I don't know what levels you might have gone to for that Mars fight. 25 everywhere is usually my kind of go-to. And that should leave you enough to you don't the barrel. Justin with the follow, appreciate you. I mean, is it under-leveled? Like, not having Sand Tomb on Nomu isn't the end of the world, but like it's a lot. It does it's better if you have Sand Tomb. Any higher than 24 and Nomu won't have. I'm pretty sure 24 is the limit. Any higher than 24 and it won't have Sand Tomb. Yeah, because it learns Rock Slide at 25 and it replaces Sand Tomb. Appreciate you, Justin. Best of luck on Renegade. Thank you, Smitty. Trying to remember what all you had, Don. Like, yeah, Bibarel like starts to fall off, but Unaware is still gonna be like plenty valuable. Having Sand Tomb is not mandatory by any means. I just always prioritize it. Just because like the residual moves are great. Yeah. Yeah. Also, that shit does not two shot, by the way. It should be a guaranteed 3 hit, but that shit does not two shot. Unless you got 31 IV and puts Miracle Seed on, then you have a chance of two shotting. Love that guy. He's on perp. Teaching an Aurora Beam was interesting though. Teaching an Aurora Beam was interesting. I assume you just did that for like Torterra. But also, yeah, I mean, I guess you didn't have Seed Bomb, but like Seed Bomb does the same into Torterra as Aurora Beam does. Same with Water Pulse. Which I don't even know if you taught a Water Pulse, but But I mean, Ludicolo's hard pressed for good moves, so I don't hate the idea at all. Uh, yeah. Those Maul Wall swaps were scaring me, but I guess the one out of the Furo getting roared in was fine because it should have been guaranteed Rock Climb. But one of them scared me. I was like, oh my god, please don't mag AI him. Definitely not the same thing. Magical Leaf doesn't really 3-hit through leftovers. A 2-hit versus a 3-hit is the difference in being slept against that Milo. True. Also, what was the I don't know why what the confusion was about it HP grassing. I don't know what that confusion was. It's also not random move just because it can't Icy Wind when Icy Wind isn't its most damage. No, I know. I thought you had like a weird reaction to it or something, but it's not random move just because it can't Icy Wind. It's random move when it can't use its most damage. And Icy Wind wasn't its most damage. And it's also not exactly random move because it's just that HP Grass and Water Pulse in that scenario are -1 and Hypnosis is not. So it's like always Hypnosis. And then it's random move. But it's only random move when it can't use its most damage. Oh my god. That's a good one. Yeah. The Hef comms be common sometimes. I also basically like I was like fading in and out of falling asleep, and like woke up halfway, like basically in the middle of because your Nido was faster. No, your Nido was faster, and it didn't see water pulse kill. Is my assumption. Yes, seed bomb is always more damage. Yeah, I'm not arguing that. I'm just saying it doesn't two shot. That's also with max attack. No, seed bomb is definitely the play. I'm not arguing that. There's a chance that on a calm Ludicolo with good spa that it's just not the play. But like I'm pretty sure Dawn's Ludi is like absolute minimum attack. I don't think it has any IV and it's minus attack nature. What did you it's incredibly wait. Did you think it was Bullet Seed and it Rock Slide? Is that what happened? Yeah, that's max attack with Miracle Seed, and you can also just double min roll and not kill because of leftovers. Yeah, it's actually like incredibly hard to make that it's so hard to make that Breloom Bullet Seed because it only sees one hit. No, I mean Seed Bomb is 9 times out of 10 the play, yeah, but it almost never is going to two shot. Yeah, it's like so hard to get that to Bullet Seed. Going into that gauntlet, I saw the beginning of it. I think I might have saw the first full battle. I don't even remember the second one. Like I was like in and out of like fading to sleep. But going into that with 3 level 26s, I was like, what are we doing? You can 27 everywhere and be completely fine. Yeah, rub it in my face some more. I'm just kidding. Yeah. Yeah, no, Fear just wrecks. Gardenia Gym. And brother had 326. So I was like, we're overestimating the XP a little bit here. Pook Eternal with a heart, me and a gold pipe. Hello, hello. Realistically, I think I probably should have. I mean, I should have just evoed Zatu for Gardenia, but then also it is not going to answer. It's not going to be able to answer Metatite if that's the case. I don't even know if fucking 28 Zatu Drill Peck can do that with 0 attack IV. Oh wait, not 28, like 37. Okay. 37, not 2, even with 0 IV. Still locos with Drill Peck, but it definitely wasn't going to do it without Drill Peck, so. And like, even though I'm more than likely going to do the like swap AI play more times than not, it's still not like, it's not guaranteed to swap AI, so. Bang. It's actually insane how much I got Nido King in early runs. Anyways, it's kind of crazy how much I used to get Nido King and like only Nido King, and how I like never got Nido Queen beforehand, and like all through these resets it's been almost exclusively queens. Which like, I mean, it's still 50-50 and 205 if you're doing the 18-minute, but Thick Fat Turtle overrated. Ice Move Crit does the same as Shell Armor. Ice Move, Fire Move Crit is the same damage as it would be into Shell Armor. I'd rather have crit immunity on the other 12 typings or whatever it is. Anthony would have harmed me. And they go pop. Appreciate ya. Lovely stuff, man. Getting catch rated. I should have just mega drained, I guess, but like, fuck me. That's like so demon, but like, I'm just not doing that defense. It's minus defense nature and no IV. Well, but if you're saying stay in and risk crit, then sure. Because if you're not risking crit, yeah, we'll see about that. Because if you're not risking a crit on a thick fat mon, you wouldn't be risking death on a shell armor mon. Facts. 15 out of 16 times you have shell armor anyways, you know what I mean? Shell armor mental. Bro, why couldn't that Nitto just get in the ball? It's just no hitting me. Fuck. Fuck. I just added like an hour and a half. Probably. Here, let me calc it. It doesn't fucking matter. Nitto's got perfectly fine catch rate. There's no reason to be attacking it. Let me calc it. Baby, you're my addiction. True, he literally outspeeds the crits. You're not wrong. If it's minus defense, 0 defense, IV, 0 HP, A crit tackle always kills. It do be. It do be. And there's ranges for the in-betweens. Even if it's neutral nature, crit kills half the time. Shit nature. For attacking encounters, you have to assume the worst defenses and the best offenses. Mega Drain should have been. Mega Drain would have been safe though. Yeah, Mega Drain would have been safe. But it's fucking 255 catch rate. So that ain't on me. That's on Nitto. Wait, they're not? What the fuck? Why? Multi-chat? Where are you? Um, oh yeah, TikTok's is being weird. Yeah, I don't know why TikTok's isn't connected. It literally detects that I'm live. What? Small while into Jupiter. What's that tech? Yeah. Yes, Anthony. Aren't you risking a waterfall crit on entry? Or are you thinking you're going to be able to bait aerial ace? Yeah, I don't know why TikTok's not coming through multi-chat. It wouldn't even hardly do anything for Medi because it's white herb. No, I know. Yeah, you won't get punished for that. I can promise you that, brother. You gonna get punished. bro's the cob of Black Kaizo. I don't know. Isn't that like the meme or something? He plays Goofy for content. Yeah. Uh, True, Chestnut is the guy because everyone says it's so shit because it is shit. But it also the one time he used it into Rotom was a fucking Delcatty Sing Fraud Max scenario. Torterra, I don't know. Um, yeah, he like max frauded with Delcatty, sang into Roserade, proc natural cure AI, sang into the slept Roserade while it swapped. So then Rotom got slept immediately on the entry, and Shiftry got to come in for free while Rotom was asleep. And he's like, I don't know why y'all think this is that bad. Like, yes, can it do it? Yes, it can. Is it a good matchup? No. It's like the fifth best matchup on a good day. I would genuinely send fucking low punny at it before I do Shiftry. C dot is fucking terrible. Shiftry is fucking terrible. It is a bottom three for spending Eterna Evolution Stone on it. Bottom three Eterna Evolution Stone choice. Yeah, all right, buddy. Dude, why did I get catch rated, man? It's 255 catch rate, and I threw fucking 5 great balls. And 2. Don't you have Azumarill? Or no, Don? Hmm. I mean, can't. Doesn't Pachi like have a chance? Maybe. I don't know if you're actually set on Ring 'em all while and just risking the crit and showing EQ, then like back into Torterra makes it Aerial Ace to get into Pachi. Oh no. There's only so many things you can do against that Gyarados. Huge power belly drum. That's crazy. I'm pretty sure any oh, I'm pretty sure any Zatu does with drill pack. That Natu that I had that was 0 attack IV with drill peck at 37 did it. I guess it just depends on if it outspeeds because it's kind of a close matchup. But it'd have to be the slowest fucking Firo ain't. I don't think Firo is living a single attack from Metacham. Yeah, it has to be like very min speed though. I mean, it might live some kind of attack, but but Firo probably does. If uh, mm, okay, modest might be a little bit of an issue. If it has 21 IV, if it has 21 attack IV with modest, the drill peck still kills at 37. Or 37, level 37, 21 IV, modest, the drill peck still kills. And like it should always outspeed. Defense is like 2. You still always get into high jump kick or psycho cut. I bet you a god Firo folds like a wet napkin to this thing. Basically. The only thing you could ever get in on is psycho cut, which enjoy that 1 out of 8 chance. Hey, we got 3 gauntlets. I didn't even see if this turtle was good. Let's not take our eye off the ball here. Oh. Yeah. But Mawil's not taking Gyarados. Mawil's intimidating and pivoting to Earthquake. So help me God. If you try to 1v1 that Gyarados with Mawile, so help me fucking God. Hey, I like Mawile. What the fuck does he know about cameras? Sorry. Vaxdon's deception armor. I like Gaga. What the fuck does she know about cameras? Mr. Worldwide is a step in the room. I don't know what. I actually don't know what's. Like, obviously, Pachirisu can be like the killer for Gary. But you kind of have to get it in on an aerial ace. Like, Torterra can pivot. Well, you didn't take Rock Slide, so never mind. If Torterra has Rock Slide, it can get the chip it needs and bait aerial ace. Thank you, DJ. I don't know. Sometimes I take Rock Slide, sometimes I don't. No, Torterra baits Metacham. If you're talking about Torterra leading Stunky. Oh, I'm completely wrong. It is Gyarados. My bad. No, it is Gyarados. I literally never do that lead. Chestnut dead, run is cooked. No. No. But also Nomu and Nidoking also bait Gary. So like, I don't know. Oof, that's annoying. Fucking Terra Luna. Just shut up. Shut up. I don't know. I normally like I like Torterra as like end of fight pivots, but I'm also mostly bringing it, like half the reason I'm bringing it is just for cut. But then the baiting is really hard to deal with if you have him in early in the fight. It gets really hard to deal with. But I feel like there's maybe a chance that your Nitto outspeeds Skuntank, so you wouldn't even be able to go for the swap AI. I guess it has to be a plus speed nature. You know what nature your Nitto is? I mean, you don't really have to go for the swap AI, but is it plus speed nature? Because it's only going to outspeed Skuntank at either like really high level or a plus speed nature. Did I say Torterra Skuntank? I don't know. If it's a plus speed nature, it's probably outspeeding Skuntank, which means you wouldn't be able to get the chance at swap AI on that. But I mean, you probably wouldn't want to do that anyways if you're trying to get, if you're actually thinking Mawile for Gary and Timing, because there's like a pursuit from Skuntank critting puts you into Earthquake Waterfall toss up range, which is kind of the same deal for Nomu, I'm pretty sure. Ba-da-bum-bum. Nomu's a pretty damn good lead. That's what you think. I'm just kidding. The gauntlets are rough, man. The gauntlets are really rough. Yeah. But then it was also like flinches, right? You got kind of fucked by flinches. The gauntlets are very tough. And that's the easy one. Bro picked the worst mon in his box. I'll tell you this right now. Patchy don't answer Celio. Me and Scram watched that firsthand. on when Zeph was hella convinced it could do it. It was close. It was close. But even like max attack Pachi couldn't do it. Like adamant like 28 IV or something like that. Thunderfang did not kill Celio. Oh god, I don't know how you're dealing with Celio. I don't want to know. I mean, yeah, there's no reason to delay it at this point. But also, that thing's paper mache. That's better than I thought. It's still not great. And that's going like 37 or 36. And being max bulk and shit like that. I mean, if you want to send ass, you could. That is true. It does cover the swap AI. Because if it protects into your first rage, even though because like for it to swap AI, it has to be faster than you. But it using protect and going before you can trigger the swap AI. So if you get in and he goes straight to protect and protects against the rage, then he's gonna have pretty decent likelihood to swap out, and the rage would fuck it up. Yeah, I mean that's a good matchup into it. I doubt it. Yeah, send a yeah. Good luck on the cross drop into the snow cloak bright powder glaceon. I mean it can chain Clefable. Zatu is also not going to be fun to deal with. This fight should be fine though. This could cause issues without without Dustox. Cadaver is always kind of an issue. Yeah. I don't even know. I mean, I guess you have Braun. Braun usually handles Cadaver pretty easily. But that's assuming you lead Torterra into that. Does it? I mean, I wouldn't be caught dead sending my Fampy at that fraud. Yeah, it tanks pretty well. It's not a terrible matchup. One Sandville missing, you're cooked. Also, it has to be like max speed or plus speed nature to outspeed it. Being able to get in for free on Thunderfang is nice though. What's your, I don't know. I was gonna say, what's your Shuckle answer? Or is Corsola ever coming out before Gibble? Because if you just get it involved on Corsola, should be good. Hmm. You ain't convincing me Toxic on Turtle's worth, but hell yeah. Don said, because the multi chat's not working, that he respects the text, but putting Toxic on Turd is insane. Yeah, I don't know why the multi chat's bugging right now. It's literally, well, I guess it's not coming up, and yeah, I don't know what's happening. TikTok's just not connected to it. It's annoying. If your Ariados is in Tim, it's pretty likely to just 1v1 it. Maybe. Well, nobody's saying that the Mon with Toxic dying is better. The best toxic you can do into Rourke is not using it. That's a 100% for certain. But you're very much limiting your Torterra later. Torterra is not a utility mon. And Toxic is a utility move. Torterra is a stone cold tank killer. Yeah, that's even more insane because of how many good moves Penguins gets. I mean, your logic is not incorrect. But it's also not like Toxic being on something else is just risking crits every time you're trying to use Toxic. Torterra gets too many moves for Toxic to be worth on it. I agree. Yes, the fact that you don't get crit makes it a safe way to use Toxic. And yes, there's going to be uses for it. But it is not optimal. Ariados wins that matchup 99 times out of 100. Without it being toxic. Also, if you're answering Shuckle with Seismic Toss, Nightshade, something like that, yeah. Two up, two up, two attack raise, Accelerock. Even, yeah, you have to. The only minor concern is the fact that it's clicking Accelerock, so you're not going to outspeed on the last one. That's literally the only concern, is the fact that it's going to be clicking a prio move. Are you missing someone or am I crazy? Where's your Orberg encounters? No way we're planning no way we're planning Rourke without Orberg encounters, right? Am I dumb? Are there Orberg encounters in there? No, there's not. What are we doing? Oh yeah, I'm a big delay fiend. What, Ariados? You had Ariados on your last run. What? Oh, Fampy. Okay. One more time. Yeah, the only matchup that Fampy is undeniably good into is fucking Corsola. I'm still, when it comes down to it, willing to do the toxic on Fampy and send that at Shuckle, but like it's not great. I'm about at the same level of acceptance of that as I am to send Roselia at Lily. Literally, but Donphan has the exact same logic for having toxic as you're talking about, Hef, and has half as many good moves as Torterra does. Toxic on Fampy or Toxic on Donphan is a million times better than Toxic on Torterra. But like, Donphan doesn't even learn that many good moves. What are you saying? You want Rock Slide? Like even if you did the delay though, even if you did the delay, yeah, but you have Accelerock. No, I get the point. I know the point. You saw me do it, and this is where you've taken it from. You saw me. I know the point. I had no resemblance of a Shuckle Lancer anywhere. But I had also taken my Orberg and sorry. Half with the army and the go pop. Just go fucking pack a coughing and let this. We move on. Just kidding. I'm sorry, bud. It's okay. It's okay. No, I'm just kidding. The theory crafting, and all this yapping is what makes us all of us smarter about this shit. So I keyed. You don't have slam, Scram. You don't have slam on Dawn Fan. Yeah, Dawn. I don't know why you're awake. Is it a WFH tomorrow? You don't have EQ yet. Oh, so you didn't delay. Oh yeah, you kind of needed it. Yeah, you kind of needed it for like the 207 battles or something like that. 208 Cycling Road. Yeah. Wait, was this the run that had the the Galactic HQ with Rosarid? Or Galactic Hideout, not HQ. Damn. Yeah. Wasn't there a Wheezing switching to EQ? Wheezing switching to EQ while gravity's up. I've done that before, so it's the only reason I clown. Yeah. True. Yeah, I've done it too. No, Ditto always comes out last. There is never a scenario that Ditto comes out anything other than last. Unless like a fucking Wobbuffet's on the team or something. But even then, it's physically impossible basically for a Ditto to not come out last. It's physically impossible. The P2 damage is always 0. You put Transform onto the dead Mon, guess what? Transform doesn't do any damage. Literally any other move will do more. Ditto will always be last. Was it because Graveler or something like that was the last Mon that came out? True. Oh, we're not doing this again. You had a Torterra in against Graveler and switched out? Torterra literally eats Gravelers for breakfast. Like what? Oh. Who needs Earth Power to do damage? Not this fella. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying. Yo, don't be pissed. Oh, catch rate, man. Yes. Mm-hmm. How about a little adamant for the kid? How about a little jolly for the kid? That sucks. Oh my fucking god. You're so bad. You're so bad, man. You're so bad. Yo, Max Spa, Furret. Yo. Hyper voice. Hyper voice delay. Uh. So fucking bad. Oh no, not my minus speed slamma getting speed dropped. I genuinely don't trust that you're going to do this, but I'm going to try. Okay. No, not happening. Based cat lady. Yo, how about we have not 2 zeros in our IVs this time? How about we not be made of fucking even less paper mache than Delcatty already is? Okay, that's fine. Demon. God damn. That's a bad put. Sorry. Yo, just show me Finion. Who says no? Wait, was this rivalry or poison point? Hmm. If it was rivalry, it probably has a good chance of fucking up Lily. Yeah. Show me what I want to see. Please. Okay. I mean. Eh. Eh. Yippee. That's minus ball. Fuck me. Ew, I might have to actually take Glade, man. Fuck. Yeah, minus ball plus Bidef. No. I mean, plus what F is like fine on Glade. Well, I see what you mean, right? Like it's already got good BST, but like this one will be a pretty damn good spit F tank. Also got to see if it's hypercutter or steadfast. Not that it like matters too much, but yeah, exactly. Like it's just that's just too bad of a fucking. That's just way too bad of a Gardevoir. Oh, whoa, whoa. So its set would be Fire Punch, Zen Headbutt, Night Slash, Cross Chop. Oh wait, no, it doesn't get. It doesn't get Night Slash. Never mind. God damn it, man. It's only cross chop. You can scale Brick Break and you get close combat at 53, but mm, mm. Yo, 5 Mon Berry. Fucking bold. I'm gonna. Why? Why? I mean, yeah, there's no reason not to hold on to it. Man, fuck. I just know I'm not gonna get Shanks on 203 and I'm gonna be sad. I've been thinking too much. Come on, Slemma. I believe in you. I mean, that's a shuckle answer. Probably, though. Yeah, probably. Enjoy that fucking manip. That'll be fun. What? Ouch. That'll be a real fun manip. Swedish game. Yo, you got this shit, big fella. You got this shit. Damn, wait, that doesn't even kill. Okay, hold on. Yo, just don't get staticked. Me for you to get hurt. Appreciate ya. You. You. Mm, mm. Oh, I was like, how the fuck is headbutt more damage than bite here? It's because of filter. And I hope it rains. What an idiot. Oh no. I'm twice intimidated. Yeah, fuck it. Yo, is Zigzagoon kinda him? No. Let's see this fuck ass berry. Somebody pinch me. Fuck it, we ball. Fuck it, we ball. Oh, we're faster. Oh, forgot about that. Well, that complicates things. Appreciate you, Jim. Or were you saying night to have? This is not great. Bet. Probably just have to risk Slamma on Slack off. I don't really have anything else I can do for this thing. One out of 16 rolls or crit can kill. Bang. This sucks. Not what we wanted to see here. Crit shockwave cannot kill. Hope that it's rolling kick. Okay. Ah, fuck. Forgot that was a possibility. Yoj. You didn't Thunderwave, you bitch. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's literally 1 in 64 for Skitty to die here. It has to full para and then crit. It almost happened. Should have just gone to Zigzagoon on the last shockwave. But I was also thinking it'd be I was also thinking it would be Thunderwave. Motherfucker. It's fine. It's not fine. It's fine because I can go here, but then it's toss up for Ember return into Love Disc, and that's not good. But it's almost always return Zigzagoon. Mm-hmm. Nugget with a heart, me and a go pop. Bang. Yo, we lost. We don't always kill, but we kill sometimes. Yep, that tracks. Probably if I just go 14 on love disc, should have been fine. Actually, no, it makes no difference. It had to been 15. Literally. This might be chalked. Well, it's just different because of how much I have to use. Like, it's literally my only water type, and it answers a lot of things for me. From here to Rourke. I can't afford 15 on that. I mean, yeah, I just don't even have a water type now, so like it's kind of just chalked. Maybe. He was up much later than normal, but probably. 7th of the army. Let's go, bro. Certainly not great. 7th of the hat and mustache as well. Bang. Thank you, brother. To never die. Not too shabby. But literally love this death, like kind of cooks this. I'm gonna be struggling to make it to work without any more deaths. Yo, stop. He's cheating. He's literally hacking. Well, it's only some of the crits that. Yeah, it's only some crits. Fuck, man. This Rourke is probably just cooked without love disc. As if this rat doesn't just wipe me. That's not good. It's no good. This is annoying. SC's a hyperfang. Fucking. God damn it. How do I worm my way out of this one? Because this just sees Hyperfang kill, so it's... fuck. $16.9. Okay, hold on. I don't know what I thought. I don't know what I think I'm accomplishing with that. Aside from the fact that this sees quick attack now. Sugar, you get so fly. No crit. I mean, Nitto just does not solo this. Fuck. Yo, crit. Yo, crit. Yo, crit. Thank you. Simply just crit, please. I know you're trying to forget. Yo, fucking sick damage. Big crit. Yo, can you just iron defense, please? That'd be sick. I'm not. I guess that I just thought. Carry me around. Yo, fucking Gate's about to be miserable. And you feel like falling down. No, man. No. Whatever am I gonna do? Yo, you wake up, right? Oh, man. Oh, fuck. Yo, please just click rolling cake. No. No. Oh my fucking god. You bitch. Yo, we lost. All right, bro. All right, little bro. Please. I'm so locked in, please. Ugh. Why is it gotta be fucking male, man? Uh-oh. And then minus defense, plus FDF. Yeah. That's not good. It's no good. It's no good. Yeah. Yeah. We lost. Holy. What a debut. Bum, 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 bum. Bum, bum, bum. Bam, 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 bam. Bam, bam, bam. Yo, just don't hypnosis. Yo, we fucking lost. My XP is cooked. You get through. You get through. Oh no, my speed. So what are you gonna do? 205 demon in. To your mama. 2.5 hours. Ouch. Oh, yeah, I mean, I do be doing it a lot. Show me some demon fellas. That's not great, but it's fine. That's pretty good for a Magmar, to be honest. Hardy is fine. That's a good muck. That's pretty good muck. Rash is not great, but big defense, big HP. That's good. Mm-hmm. Yo, how the fuck? I'm about to kill this Bidoof. So slowly. Yo, my XP is chalked. My XP is chalked. Mm-hmm. Wait, we can save it. We can save it. No, 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 no. We lost. Wait, is Tailwind gone? I should have paid attention. No, wait, this sees rock smash kill, so it's never booming. Pretty sure it's gone. No, you fucking crit it. I thought I was gonna curse again, man. It didn't have go. It didn't have go. Yeah, I mean, I'm just not playing that out at this point. Back to the blender. Not that I was even close to being out. I really thought he was going to curse again. Is that doing that correctly? Okay, yeah, it is. Never mind. I thought the calc was fucking me for a second. Like, it didn't have Accelerock kill. Back to the blender. Hopefully this time we don't get fucking Zigzagoon. I really didn't like that pack that much, though. Bad Slamma. I don't really want Ralts. I'm doing enough delays. Like, I can live with Ralts into 11. Which, I mean, I'm hoping for Shinx and Lake and anyways, so like that's still a delay, but I can make more use out of it in Rourke Split. Maybe. Yeah, it was really weird. And like I'm cool with not to, but then oh, it just makes Valley Windworks even more important than it already was. This definitely didn't have a good defense IV. Oh. Sorry, there's no way we get back-to-back Nidos. It's so statistically improbable. Imminent close on a place like this. I feel like I used to get the coughing Grimer duo so often, and I haven't had both of them in forever. Then again, I'm pretty sure both my last two Jubilives have been Ekans, so. I think there's, yeah, I think there's more to gain from the poly delay. Did you already evo with the poly whirl? It doesn't really matter though. Oh wait, you did wait, surely you just took poly whirl, right? Yeah, like there's just not. Well, no, it's actually not. Sadly, like that's actually the play, because otherwise you just end up with a wake up slap and that's it. And like you want break, right? So it doesn't really make too much of a difference. But being able to get Ice Beam, like, yeah, you could play for extra sensory, maybe Energy Ball on Vulpix if you did those delays. Because basically you can get to like 44, 45 before you get to Salacion. So like you could play for extra sensory and Energy Ball on Vulpix. But I also think, which I haven't used Poliwrath enough, but Ice Punch seems pretty valuable. And like Ninetales does a shit ton. In Hideout and Fantina Gym, and on the way to Fantina Gym. Like on my prior PB that only got to like right before Salacion, the first time I beat Fantina, Ninetales on Fantina Split basically did what like Gator and Kingdra were doing on my current PB. Of like as soon as they were online, they damn near came to every single fight. So I think Ninetales is going to be like way better value for you right now. And like Ninetales might not exactly be fantastic into Gardenia itself, but it is really good in the gauntlet for sure. I would probably agree with taking Ninetales instead. Yeah. Like having Ninetales in your gauntlet team is the freest second battle that you can have. Assuming it's not like minimum speed Ninetales. It should like almost always even outspeed the Weeping Bell. True. I don't love that. I mean, if you don't have any other Milo answer, and then you have like really solid Ludi Roserade answers, then I do like it. I just don't love. You basically have to end up 4v5ing the rest of them, the rest of the team. Which is pretty possible, to be fair. But you have to have like really, really good answers for the other ones. Like I guess if you have a decent Delcatty, then like you can just always go for the chain of 3, and that frees up so many spots. And then basically you can bring 3 Mon exclusively just for Torterra, because you'd have Delcatty try to take all 3. You would want Roserade back up, because obviously that's where Delcatty can kind of hit the wall and probably get sacked as against Roserade. But you'd have Delcatty, and then I assume you have Nitto for Rotom. Oh no, wait, it would be you'd have two more backups for yeah. I definitely wouldn't go for the sing bullshit. I'm not a fan of it at this point. If you have a half decent cat, just going for the hyper voice and the like copycat on Ludi is way better. Yeah, bringing Noctile as backup. Yeah, bringing it as backup for Rose is probably pretty decent. I wouldn't think that it's going to do anything against Ludi, because I think Ludi just, well, I know Ludi outspeeds it, and the Ice Punch probably hurts like a bitch. Hey, wait. But like you have to go in with the assumption that you at least take Miltank and Ludi with Delcatty, because the only scenario that it doesn't really do it, if you have like half decent spa, is if Miltank just goes for body slam first turn and not stealth rocks. Because then the Aqua Cutter crit can kill. But if you get through Miltank cleanly, the Aqua Cutter crit doesn't normally kill. You just have to hit the Hyper Voice into Copycat Hyper Voice range. But if it's good spa, you'll pretty much always take out the first 2. Aside from like very unlucky scenarios. Do you know how much spa it has? I should probably look at your VOD. Let me see. Come on, click on the Del Caddy. I'll find it and look at the calcs. Ooh, 8 IV neutral. Yeah, it's gonna be rough. Did you keep saying? Damn. This is actually the cat where quick attack makes the difference on being able to handle Ludi. But at the same time, you can just hyper voice twice and then copycat the third one. I mean, you could go for the full fraud. I'm just not a fan of it. The singing into the Roserade gets really awkward. But like, yeah, like if you had the quick attack, which I mean, also I don't think it had good attack. It was 2 attack as well. But like that always covers, you know what I mean? You can hyper voice, copycat it, hope it's a crit. If it's not, quick attack. And it covers. But it is pretty bulky. 29. What was the HP? 18. 10 10. Well, it still always answers Mill Tank as long as it doesn't body slam. Then I mean, you still have to pretty much pray that it swords dances. But it's gonna basically end up being a sack for something to get in on Roserade. Because I would think like Well, fuck. Oh, there it is. Is this like Zen Headbutt, extra sensory maybe, and then like aerial ace? Yeah, I mean, unless the Noctowl is fucking terrible. Which even it. Aerial ace still covers it, even if it's minimum attack. You would kind of need something that can damn near just 1v1 Torterra, though, at that point. Because you'd have Delcatty for that, part of that, Noctowl for that. This comes in for Thunder, which will be nice to get to your Nitto. Then this comes in for... I'm going to see your Nitto if I can find it. I guess you probably aren't using it in these calcs very much. If your Nitto outspeeds... yeah. Yeah. If your Nitto outspeeds the Milo, it'll be kind of an issue. Do you have Queen or King? You have Queen, don't you? Or am I thinking about a different run? Okay, yeah, Queen shouldn't outspeed the Milo. Unless it's like the fastest one ever. I don't think Queen should outspeed Milo, so then it should always be Water Pulse, which is good. But you also have to hope, which you should be. Queen isn't exactly like a super clean matchup for Rotom. But yeah, and what you might have to end up doing is if the Queen goes well against Rotom, say you get in on the Thunder, Confuse Ray into Persum, Confuse Ray into just kill, like you don't self hit. So you're like completely healthy aside from like rocks damage, which is nothing. And you probably don't show a Water Pulse kill. You'll have to Chesto Berry the Fampy to where if you get in on Hypnosis, it's still going to be Hypnosis after the fact. Because if that matchup with Queen goes well against Rotom and you don't show a Water Pulse kill, then there's going to be a chance that it hypnosises. And if it hypnoses and puts your Fampy to sleep, then it's not going to hypnosis anymore, and the PP stall is fucked. The PP stall is PP stalling Water Pulse Hypnosis. And then you have to pre-damage your Ninetales to be in Water Pulse kill range. So the Ninetales swaps in on Hypnosis, because it'll Hypnosis every time into the Fampy when it can't Water Pulse, because Icy Wind and HP Grass will be -1 on the scoring, so it's always just going to default to Hypnosis. And then you get into Poisoned Ninetales on the Hypnosis. You have to show Water Pulse kill every time. And go back to Fampy on the Water Pulse, show Hypnosis. Yeah, you stall the Hypnosis and the Water Pulses until there's no more Water Pulses left, and then you have to pray that Ninetales can do enough damage. No. Because you have to still do damage with something, you know what I mean? Yeah, it's always hypnosis because the most damage into Fampy would normally be water pulse if it was anything else. So when it can't find its most damage, Icy Wind and HP Grass are both at least -1. Icy Wind probably even less since you're slower, but it'll always hypnosis because hypnosis will just be like 0 or whatever on the scoring. The main concern is just PP stalling out all the water pulses, and then you have to, like, with Ninetales, burn it and you burn it and fucking send flamethrowers at it while it HP grasses and Icy Winds you. Because that way. Okay. That way you end up taking like no damage. Yeah, no, you stall out the water pulses is the main concern, and then you have to try and kill with Ninetales. Once it can only HP Grass and Icy Wind into you. So then you also have to make sure when you go and pre-sleep everything, you have to wake up the Fampy and probably give it Chesto just to be safe. But if your queen ends up in range of Water Pulse kill, then you're not going to end up burning the Chesto. When Fampy is in against Milo and always awake, then it's always hypnosis. So you should get free swap to Ninetales. You have to make sure Ninetales is pre-damaged to show Water Pulse kill. And then you just go back and forth between Water Pulses and hypnosis. It doesn't win that matchup super cleanly. I'm not gonna lie. Because it just does no damage back. And you have to pre-damage to, you know, whatever the max HP is that Water Pulse sees a kill. So like in this scenario, oh yeah. In this scenario, you would pre-damage to 60. And then you're like, it's not a super clean matchup. But you Will-O-Wisp to overcome the leftovers. And then you just send flamethrowers. And you probably give Ninetales like Shell Bell or something like that. Assuming your Ninetales outspeeds, yeah. Which I'm pretty sure most Ninetales do outspeed it. Yeah, there's no world that a Ninetales doesn't outspeed it. Even if it's min speed, it's always outspeeding. Which it is kind of decentivized from Icy Winding since you resist it. But but I think you can still do it. I'm pretty sure even if you, I think. I think because Ninetales resists it, there might be a chance that it doesn't do that. But I don't know that for certain. Because, like it gets no scoring change and terminate, I'm pretty sure, and it overrides this chance. Like this part is the Icy Wind AI. Well, it never really does. It never really does that much damage into it. But like I'd be interested to see if the pre-damage is necessary or not. But I'm pretty sure it is. But that AI description makes me think that it's not. Since it's resisted. Cause like this is why it never icy wins unless it sees a kill. Because once it sees a kill, then it's back to +1. And that chance is basically what this just overall chance. Like this is what makes it to where if you're slower, it never happens pretty much. And this overall chance is why sometimes they can just do it at random. But then if you like don't hit this percentage chance, this like 25% chance, if you miss on the 73% chance, then that's why it'll hypnosis or water pulse into stuff that's faster than it sometimes. But this does kind of make me think that it might not icy wind. Let me see what else is in your box. Granbull is very good into you should probably bring Granbull instead of Noctowl. Unless Noctowl outspeeds the Roserade, then maybe not. But like Granbull can outspeed it. It's just got to be super fast. But Granbull will be better into Torterra. You've got a really, really, really good Gardenia box. Like you don't even have to do Grumpig. Yeah, my bad. But I guess I'm also assuming that you kept Zen Headbutt, which maybe you didn't. But the Grumpig has to be really fast to outspeed the Roserade. Unless you shell or not shell belt, EXP share it, then like that level up or two, well, that one level up can make the difference for outspeeding. I would be more inclined. Your Roselia is not going to be online until you get to Veilstone. Like you're not going to get Roserade until you get the Veilstone. Because in Salacion, you get a Water Stone, a Fire Stone, and a Thunder Stone. Nice, good, yeah. It probably Okos the Roserade. If that Gramble happens to be, I mean, Grumpig, if that Grumpig happens to be fast, it might genuinely be. Oh wait, hold on. I see the IVs right here when you caught it. 21. What nature did it have? 21 speed. Relaxed minus speed nature. Fuck. That Grumpig is so close to being absolute Roserade killer. If that was a plus speed nature, that thing absolutely destroys Roserade. Even like swapping into a move, it could have done it. But Grumpig will be able to do more into Torterra than Noctowl will. So I'd consider that. I would also definitely consider just sending Roselia. Just sending Roselia at Milo instead of using Tumon. I would definitely prefer to send Roselia than use those two to do it. Because Fampi doesn't do literally anything in the entirety of the fight elsewhere, and Ninetales is maybe a revenge killer, like at best. Like they basically, you're filling up two spots exclusively for one Mon, and they're really not going to do anything elsewhere. You have to have like literal like Gramble or Firo is definitely Firo with the right setup, like getting in on a certain move is one of the best Roserade answers, but like Grumpig is like way thicker. Oh my god, this is terrible. Whatever. Uh, a fast, heavy hitting, attacking Grumpig is kind of what I think to be like the best Roserade answer. Kyle with the heart me. What's good, bro? I would think that They aight. Had a decent one earlier today. Got fucked on by Rourke Part 2, aka Gardenia. And the Go Pop. Appreciate you. It's all good. I'm not invested in any runs until they're past Gardenia, so. But I'm also doing like hella delay, like mid game payout optimization. So I have like very, very limited options for Gardenia. So it's just kind of the nature of it. I'm playing the long game. Yeah, pretty much. I would think that your Gardenia team is like Delcatty, Nidoqueen. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Whenever it does finally fucking like literally I think I genuinely think all I need to do is get through Gardenia with a box similar to the one I had today. And it'll absolutely farm. Pulling the Barboach in Eternal City absolutely fucked me. Like that was actually the difference maker, to be honest. Like I didn't have a single like if I pull Ludicolo and then decide to not delay the Natsu and just take Zatu to handle Rose, then that Gardenia goes completely fine, probably. The Barboach absolutely fucked me. But I never had any kind of Roserade answer, and I had to cope that Delcatty was going to do it. But yeah, I think your Gardenia team, which I guess your Mime is also pretty good, but I don't think you're going to have any way. If you can find a comfortable way to bait extrasensory, if you can find a comfortable way to bait extrasensory out of Roserade, swapping Mime into extrasensory and then copycatting that usually gives you uh a good range on confusion. Like extrasensory into confusion usually does it. But I guess I'm assuming your Mime would also outspeed it, and I don't know if it does. I think it will. And like you could maybe do that with Wheezing. But the chances of your Delcatty getting through Ludicolo cleanly are very, very low. So the chances of it being guaranteed Petal Dance are even lower. Like if your Delcatty got through Ludicolo cleanly, then it would be guaranteed Petal Dance coming out of Roserade into Delcatty, and you could go Wheezing and then bait extrasensory, go Mime, Copycat, and then Confusion after that to kill. Um, but I think the team is Delcatty, Nido, Roselia, Grumpig, Wheezing. Damn, you have so many psychic types. The sixth one would kind of be up in the air. Maybe whatever you thought could like help with Torterra the most. Literally. You delayed for recover on the chime, right? And there's no reason to have chime in that team. You'd maybe just bring like mime as backup. Yeah, the recover idea isn't exactly a good one. That's bringing chime for that is really just like getting in on a bulldoze and like recover spamming to bait out roar in hopes of like having Beedrill or Vespiquen to get roared in and fall into swarm range. I don't know who your sixth would be. Maybe mime. Potentially just mime. Because like the Grumpig, the Grumpig's not going to be like. I would imagine the Grumpig probably Oko's Roserade with that much attack, especially if you like EXP shared it and like. I mean, I guess you would be risking the confusion from Petal Dance at that point, but. And you have Aurora Beam on your mime, don't you? Yeah, honestly, I think Delcatty, Nidoqueen, Roselia, Grumpig, Weezing, Mime is a pretty good team. Roselia might end up getting a little sketchy, but like Delcatty and Roselia deaths there aren't the end of the world. And like you could maybe, with Grumpig being your answer for Roserade, you could maybe play for Delcatty to get out if it handles the Ludicolo, which will still be scary. Honestly, with your Delcatty having not a great range against Ludicolo, I don't hate singing into the Ludi. because that at least gives you the chance to get through cleanly. If it doesn't swords, or if it doesn't aqua cutter first turn, and if you got through that cleanly, then like there's a chance you can answer Roserade. I guess just fix the text. More than just a dream. Bruh. I'm only gonna do a couple more resets. Maybe I'll check like 2 more sand gems or something. Bruh. Bum, 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 bum. Fucking terrible. Just let me check one more sand gem, man. Bruh. Please. Sure. Okay. Things are happening. It's terrible. Not again, man. Okay. We go again tomorrow. Have a good night.